Good morning and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tamara Jordan, Tammy, and I am so glad that you clicked on today's video and that you are here just to enjoy the ride. So today is Saturday. It's actually a long weekend. It's a 3-day weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend. And I was going to see how much I can read over these 3 days. I'm also prepping to go on a trip. So I'll probably be packing and doing all that. Not in this video, I don't think. But, well, maybe. But, yeah, I'll probably be packing and we've got some things that we need to do. So I'm going to try and prioritize reading 3 books. And the 3 books are probably going to be relatively short. But the ones that I've chosen are all by Black authors. I am choosing to spotlight some Black authors, but also books that I've really been wanting to read for a long time. I've heard nothing but good things about these 3 books, so I'm excited to read them. Hopefully I can get them all read in this video. Okay, so the 3 books I'm choosing for this video are, one is by Akwaeke Emezi, and it is You Made a Fool of Death with Your Beauty. The other one is by Natasha Bishop. It's Only for the Weak. That's the one I'm going to start first. I actually have it on my Kindle. I have all of these as audios as well, but you know, because I'm going to be packing and getting things ready and what have you. So, and then the last book I'm going to read, My Sister the Serial Killer. So yeah, so I think I could probably get all 3 of those books read over these next 3 days. Fingers crossed. It is very warm this weekend. Also, for some reason, we have like kind of a heat wave, so I'll be trying to prioritize maybe reading outside a little bit today and tomorrow as well. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this. So. Okay, it is several hours later. I wanted to kind of give you an update on where I'm at in this book. You will have just seen me and Ryan kind of running some errands. We went to go get some Better Buzz because it was like, you know, it's so hot here today and we wanted something cool to drink. And then he also had to pick up a new cell phone that he bought. So we went there and we were very close to Coronado, so we decided to go to Coronado as well and then drive the Strand. You will have seen some of that beautiful imagery. I wanted to talk to you about Only for the Weak. I was able to get to chapter 10 while I was on my errand excursion, and yeah, I have a lot to say about this book. First and foremost, this book is really, really good. It's about a girl named Janelle. Her sister is getting married. Her sister is getting married in Tulum, so she has to go to Tulum for a week. Her sister's fiance is her ex-boyfriend, which is interesting. But I already knew that when I started reading this book. But she's cool with it, so I'm cool with it too. Like, she's fine with it, I'm fine with it. Anyway, so she goes to Tulum. She's reintroduced to this man named Malcolm, who is the groom's, like, one of his best friends. So her ex-boyfriend's best friend. He's always kind of had a thing for her. She was in a relationship with her ex-boyfriend. I think his name was Arnold. I don't know. But her ex-boyfriend, the one that the sister's marrying, she never said anything and he never said anything because, you know, because of him. So they are finally able to kind of explore that relationship. And so they do. I will say it's very quick on, not like, well, kind of insta-lovey. They're not in love, but it's very quick on the relationship. They are like hooking up on chapter 3, which is wild. I do love a slow burn. This is very spicy. There's a lot of spice scenes in here, which again is fine, but just to let you be aware. But I do really like Malcolm's character a lot. So Janelle is an OBGYN, and she's like body positive, sex positive. You know, she's trying to support her sister. She's single. I think she just turned 30. She's just trying to figure it out. And Malcolm is I think he's an Enneagram 2. And I think his love language is acts of service. And I love that for him. And I love that for Janelle because she needs it. So I'm really enjoying this so far. I'm on part 2, like I said, chapter 10. I've got about half of the book left. I'm going to try and finish it maybe by tonight. It is 218 pages. It's actually very, very short. So I'm going to try and finish most of this tonight, and then I will get to the next book tomorrow. So yeah. But so far, I'm loving it. Sorry about the jump scare. It's pretty early. I think it's about 9 a.m. I've been awake for maybe about 2.5 hours, and I was able to finish only for the week. I will give you my review on this at the end of this vlog, but then I immediately jumped into this book, You Made a Fool of Death with Your Beauty. It's a tongue twister. And I'm on chapter 9. I've been like going through this book, page 101. And I'm liking this book so far. This book follows our main character, Faye. She is grieving. 5 years ago, something tragic happened to her. She lost her partner. It's not a spoiler, it's on the back. She's trying to come back to life. That's like the only way I can say it. She has a dalliance, we'll say, with a man, Milan, and she tries to kind of enter into some type of relationship with him, but she knows that her heart's not really in it. So after a couple weeks of dating, they break up. This is not a spoiler, and this actually doesn't really have much to do with the plot, except that while she's at a party with him, she meets one of his best friends named Nasir. Nasir is interested in her, and she's slightly more interested in him than she was in Milan. So she ends up dating him. She is an artist, and he is trying to help her, break out in the art industry. So he invites her to his house and like sets up like an art show kind of thing for her in I think it's like the Caribbean. It's a tropical island. So, but when she gets there, she meets his dad. And she ends up being very, very interested in his dad. So that's where I'm at. I just got to his house, and it's interesting. She's grappling with some feelings between Nasir and then his dad, who is a celebrity chef. I'm liking this book so far. It seems like it's gonna get kind of messy, which I guess could be fun. I'm going to try and get to I want to try to get to page 200, which is chapter 17. Yeah, I had a bookmark in there because I want to try and get there today, at least, if not try and finish this book. But I'm going through it pretty quick. This is a very quick read because of like how kind of messy and fast paced it is. So I'm going to try to spend some time today reading outside, maybe on my hammock or something like that, and just plowing through this book. Oh. All right, so I was able to finish this book, You Made a Fool of Death with Your Beauty, and I will give you a full review once this video's over, but that's second book down, so we've got this last book here, My Sister the Serial Killer. I'm going to probably start this today. I have been doing some work on my Notion, as you probably will have seen in this video. I still have some more work to do on my Notion. Maybe I'll listen to this, because I have it on audio too, while I'm working on my Notion. Or I might just save this and read this a little bit later tonight. It's about 220 pages, so I don't think it's going to take very long. I'll probably most likely finish this book tomorrow, and then I'll review of all 3 books tomorrow. And yeah, I will let you know how everything goes. I will give you a review of all 3 books once I finish this one here. I'm outside, so I'm using my mic, but I wanted to share where I was in this book, My Sister the Serial Killer. I was able to get to page 53, which is the chapter called Home, last night, and then this morning I've been reading just a little bit. I just got up, and I was able to get to Braithwaite, which is page 82. And I just want to give a little bit of a synopsis about what's happening in this book so far. So far we're following 2 sisters. One of them is basically a serial killer. That's what we're being told anyways. And then the other one is just a, normal girl who loves her sister and wants to help her. So Coronado, she is I hope I'm saying that right. She is the sister who is quote-unquote normal. She's not beautiful at all. She's very plain. She's very basic. She lives her life in a very calm and normal fashion. She does not have any suitors. She is a nurse or like studying to be a nurse. And she kind of falls for one of the doctors that works at her hospital, Ayola. I hope I'm saying these names right. She is the beautiful one. She is the
charismatic one. Men are following her everywhere. She has had 3 boyfriends now that have been mysteriously killed, and nobody knows why. And no one has, questioned the bizarre nature that is her having 3 boyfriends that have been killed one after the other. I mean, I don't know. I would question that, but yeah. So anyway, but she is now being courted by that doctor that her sister Corady liked, and Corady is now having some feelings about it. hmm This also talks about just like family dynamics and relationships, and a lot of it is pretty privilege that's being talked about in this book because no matter what she does, Aola, no matter what she does, people just believe that she's being truthful and that she's being considerate and caring and honest because she's beautiful, which is a privilege. And yeah, Cordy always has to clean up her messes and has to tell her like the appropriate way to act and what to do and like who she should be dating or what she should be doing, considering all of her boyfriends have recently been killed. So I'm halfway through. It's about halfway through. There's about 220 pages. I will be finishing this book this morning. I like it so far. It's very different than what I expected. I like the way the chapters are set up too. They're very short, like 1 or 2 pages long. And then they have like this cute little bold heading, but there's no like, it's not like chapter 1, chapter 2, like every heading is like a word. Like this one that I'm on is bracelet, and the one after that is time. So I like that it's set up like that. So I'm going to try to finish this morning, and then I will give you my review on all 3 books.
Okay, it is the same day, a little bit later, I was able to finish My Sister, the Serial Killer. So I'm going to give my review on these 3 books now. I'm going to start with the first book that I read in this vlog, which was Only for the Week by Natasha Bishop. This book was fun. This book was sexy, spicy. It's the first in a series. She's going to continue. I think the new one comes out this summer, I think. So I will be reading the next book in this series. I really like this book a lot. I probably would give it like a 3.75. Not quite 4, but not 3.5. I did really like this book a lot. If you want like a vacation kind of Stella got her groove back, I'm aging myself, but yes. If you want like a beachy kind of vibe with a male love interest who is just basically like the sweetest ever, who is obviously all about acts of service and is all about treating you like a queen that you deserve to be treated like, then yeah, I would read this book. This was fun. It was easy. It was quick. I think it took me, I don't know, less than a day. I mean, this whole vlog was only 3 days long, so yeah, I would definitely recommend this book. The next book I read was by Akwaeke Emezi. This is not the first book I've read by this author. This is the third. I read Pet and Bitter. Fire. fire, fire. Read those books immediately. I actually liked those 2 books more than this one, but those 2 books were, well, one was 5 and one was 4.5. This I would probably set at a 4. I liked the story. I liked the premise. I liked how messy it was. It was a little bit messy, which sometimes is fun. I really liked her character growth. The main character, Faye, I thought her story was really interesting. You know, she was grieving, she was going through it, but ultimately she found a way to survive on her own, but also, you know, also found love. So I really liked this book a lot. I love their writing, so I will continue to write anything that they write, period. So yeah, I would, like I said, probably give this a 4-star. This was very good. And then the last book is the one that I'm having the hardest time trying to, not explain, but it's the one I'm having the hardest time trying to understand, if that makes sense. This is the freshest in my mind. I just finished it, and I don't know exactly how I feel. I do know that this is a fantastic book. This is a fantastic book. It's probably 4.25. This is a very short book. It's only 222 pages, and it packs a huge, huge punch. I can understand why all 3 of these books are like kind of viral, but this one I think is like the most viral. I can understand why. This has so many themes in it. In such a short book, you would not expect this. This book will probably stay with me for a very long time. I would say out of the 3 books, this one would probably be the best and the one that you should read. I've never read anything like this before. It's hard to describe what this book is, because it's so much more than just a sister who is a serial killer. There's so many themes in this story that are so much deeper than just that. And I don't want to give you too much because, like I said, it's very short. I would just say read it. All in all, this was a great 3 days. I read some new favorites for sure. All in all, I read 3 really, really fantastic books during this vlog. If you enjoyed this vlog, if you liked it, please, please like, comment, share, and please consider subscribing to my channel. I am so happy that you clicked on today's video, like I said, and I will see you in the next one.